And welcome to Batman Radio, folks. All right, so a lot of you folks out there, you like a certain kind of content, and you like when the energy's a certain way. So you may love this one, because this episode I'm gonna go in, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to go in on, you know, uh, Charles and Shelley Wofford and say the facts because homeboy wants to get online and he feeling himself and he want to get on the same social media networks and he want to twist the narrative and lie about everything. So like I said, this is why folks don't respect you, my good sir. This is why right here. This is why back in the day I used to laugh. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like just honestly, you know what I mean? You don't take yourself seriously, man. Like I'm gonna go over the facts, bro, and I'll study what you was saying. I'm gonna re-listen to it, and I'll have more to say tomorrow on it, and I'll go over it again tomorrow probably if I'm in the mood, because I'm exhausted. But I'm only doing another one because you really, really want to, keep talking and you want to twist all reality. So let me explain to you something first, Mister Charles. Okay, to the Woffords. Okay, this is the first thing, first order of business, right? Back in the day, right, what happened and what you did concerning, you know, uh, let's say you remember, you remember what you did, you remember what happened, and the fact that you're doing it. Remember, this channel has rules, so I got to talk a certain way. Remember what you did? Do you remember? Do you remember that concept that was just like a never-ending haunting concept? Like I said, I don't care about other folks' opinion because they're all evil and no good, but I'm a righteous man and I'm just telling you the truth that you were 100% negligent and responsible for what happened. And you know what I'm talking about. Don't even front for a minute. That's number one. And then number two, you exhibiting the same behavior because you got like all these dogs, right? And like I said, you can see everything going on. I don't have to explain it on here. There's no need. Like I said, here's the rules, man. If you ain't going to help yourself first, you can't help nobody. I got to teach these people basic etiquette and morals and principles and basic rules about how to be. And this is typical. He has atypical behavior of a what? What is he? What are the Woffers? What are they if we really break it down and get realistic with ourselves? Like you just see me. I just messaged, dude. I literally told you, right? I literally told you, homeboy, I'm literally sitting here talking about like I do nothing but support you. Literally. I'm sitting there telling you, bro, I support you. If nobody else does, I do. And while I'm doing that, you actively look silly, as silly as can be on camera. Look at your still image of you so you can see all of it. Like you can see the hypocrisy. You can see it. It's all written all over you, brother. It's all in your face and your facial expression. Look at yourself, bro. Go take a long, hard look in the mirror and tell me what you see. That's what I want you to do. Because everything you talking right now, none of it is godly, none of it comes from God, and literally what you just did, sir, my good sir, is the biggest mistake you could ever make. And I've seen a lot of people do it. I've seen a million people do it. And it's never a surprise to me. It's never a surprise. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, homeboy. Like at this point, you could see how I feel. But let me tell you something. I'm not moving off feelings. I'm telling you facts, and I'm gonna go over every little fact right now. Right? Check this out, homeboy. First of all, you're talking like all of reality just changed. Nothing has changed. Bro, you were just in the same camper, you and Shelly, okay, and you're doing lives begging for money every day. You've begged your way into this position, and you're on the live complaining about that the winds are so crazy and the camper is tipping and you're scared about the camper and that's all you have is a camper and you're talking like you have a whole bunch of land. You have like maybe I don't even think it's an acre. You got like some little interest of land out there that you did not buy and you told several lies in your stream right now. First, you tried to take credit and said you invested. Sir, you know nothing about investing. None of you on YouTube know anything about investing. You're talking to a stock market guru and expert. I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit, sir, for having over 70,000 shares of a stock. Please catch up. The last 4 or 5 years, I spent every dime that I worked for and I made thousands upon thousands of dollars I pumped into a stock. That stock went bankrupt, not because it was a bad move, because it was a smart move. That stock went bankrupt. I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit, Charles, for over 70,000 shares. They have to pay me. They got to pay me something, maybe 15 cents per share. I don't know. Like I said, they were trying to take certain dates where I only had 30,000. I mean, they can't really do that. They need to pay me for every share I had. But that's besides the point. The point is, I know how to invest. And I understand that you can make money off investing a million different ways. And while I was doing it all, like I said, I was cutting profits right and left. I'd make over 2 G's before breakfast. So you turn around, you say a bunch of nonsense that doesn't exist. You talking about money now. Now you want to talk about money, but you begging for money every day and have no money. What is the point of that? You said something about business is business and people pay money for business and I can't go off promises and this and that. I mean, that sounds cute. It sounds like a typical you know what. It sounds like your whole past and what you are and your behavior. It sounds super immature. It was the same thing when you see, you don't understand. I've been dealing with folks like you. I've dealt with a million of you. In that church group thing, there was all sorts of them, just like you. I know exactly what you are. And that's all you're ever going to be. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to even make a prediction, bro. Everything you doing now is going to fail. It's not even a thought. It's not even a question. Everything you do is going to fail now. Watch what I'm saying come true. I guarantee you, I'm not in my feelings. And this is the thing people need to stop with these misconceptions. I'm not mad. I don't care. I was trying to help you. What do I have to gain? Brother, I've had my own trailers that was way better than your trailer, way bigger than your trailer. I sold my trailer like by myself and I bought it by myself. What do you mean? It cost a lot more than anything you got. That little camper, that's worth like $5. Seriously, I'm not even playing. That little land you sitting on, that's worth like $5. You begged your way into that land. You did not buy that land, bro. Quit lying. Real talk. That's not even a question. I'm telling you reality. So see, this is the thing. When people want to start having immature behavior, this is why you're being petty. This is why you're in the position. Okay, then you can't complain, brother. Quit getting on live, then complaining. Quit whining. You can't be doing live streams complaining if you're going to exhibit immature behavior. If you're going to say the things you saying and they not making any sense, if you're going to keep saying that you feeding other people when you can't feed yourselves and you got Shelly struggling, you're struggling, and the dogs are struggling, then you can't say that you know business, right? You want to talk about money? How much money you made in the last 60, 70 years, Charles? How much? Because I'm gonna go as far as to say $0. Let me tell you something, brother. I've been working since I was 16. I done made millions every year consecutively. You have no concept of who you talking to. You're delusional. You have no concept of reality. And I'm just telling you the truth, the facts. See, none of it has to do with feelings at any point. You have a lot of folks that use these social media networks, they convince themselves of a reality that doesn't exist. And it all comes and stems from Shelley because you enable her behavior and she enables you and y'all enable each other. And this is why you're going through what you're going through. And quite frankly, you deserve every bit of it. 100%. See, this is why I put people through tests. God was testing you, Charles and Shelley. We put you all through tests. Real talk. I'm not playing. I'm speaking from, I sit at the right hand throne of God. I'm the representative for God on this planet. I'm telling you, watch what I'm saying come true. Just like every other prediction. I guarantee you, everything they touch, they're going to fail now. Just like they've been failing. Brother, if you can't take care of yourself, why do you have dogs and animals? That makes no sense, especially with your history and what we know happened, right? Remember, you had a pit bull named Bully? Yeah. And everyone knows what happened. Everybody knows what you did. So now that's a public matter. Okay. And then you are telling everybody this and that and blah, 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 putting out all your personal business. That's on you. That's your thing. But my whole point is this, brother. Like, you just funny. You hilarious. You want to talk about money? Homeboy, is this dude serious, bro? Bro, I spent 35 racks on one of my recent birthdays. On a birthday, bro. $35,000. You're talking to a dude who made millions of dollars every year consecutively, for real. hmm All independent capital. Everything I make is untaxable income. I do independent capital. I'm an actual entrepreneur. You're talking to the man who made and spent more money than your entire government combined. I was set up and targeted for making too much money, brother. I have documented receipts for everything. Tell Charles Schwab to come up off the bank statements that they claim they deleted. I was targeted by the government, sir, for making too much money. So you don't have that excuse. You can't talk money with me. So next topic. Anything else? Sorry, but what are you saying, brother? Brother, my money is limitless. My budget is limitless. You see my business, what's happening? I'm succeeding. My money is limitless even through this. What do you mean? Brother, I could have had all the money in the world. I spent my money taking care of kids that weren't mine. I would love to see you walk in my shoes and actually be a man before you open your mouth. I'm sorry, but who are you talking to, little homie? Sorry, but what? Bro, you're like 3 feet tall. You don't know a thing about martial arts. We all know that. That's why back in the day, I was always laughing. I was cracking up, hysterical. If you think you know something about martial arts, brother, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? I own my own boxing league. You can sign the waiver like everybody else can. What's keeping you from signing that waiver? Come on, bro. You don't know how to box, brother. You have no hands, no nothing. Come on, everybody knows that, brother. And you're not tough, bro. I'm sitting here trying to give you credit, trying to be nice, and see what they do. They start doing snake moves, talking behind your back. I messaged you direct. You could have talked to me direct. You come to me. I'm a grown man. You talk to a grown man. See, I'm not mad at you. Just like if this conversation was in person, I'm not mad at you. I would never get into it with you because someone like you, I mean, you're a coward. What is there to get into it over? Come on, bro. You're 3 feet tall, bro. You're nobody. It's the truth. You're a minnow in a big pond in a big I mean this is the ocean. I'm the megalodon, bro. You're nobody. You're weak. You got to get your weight up, not your hate up, homie. See what I'm saying? See, you talking, bro, but right now in front of you, I own billions in equity. I own buildings, Charles, right? Mansion and estate, over 2,000 of jewelry. I'm wearing 530 on my wrist. Got you pissed. Mineral rights, oil royalties. My own website worth almost 2 grand. I have all the receipts for everything. I just put up the receipt for that recently. I didn't have to. So what do you mean? Mineral rights, oil royalties, stock settlement lawsuit for over 70,000 shares. Bro, I used to make over 2 grand before eating breakfast. I was paying for hotels up in Green Bay almost every day, paid rent at a place on top of that, made more money than all y'all. I made money cooking last. I made more money in Austin cooking than lawyers and judges. hmm What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what people are talking about. I've never not been able to make more money than everyone in this society. I owned 14 cars at one point. That ain't nothing. I own 5 right now. I got my own car lot. Pay over $100 for it every month. That's what I left out. Hold up. This dude just can't think. And you're going to tell the actual Bruce Wayne in reality, who all the movies and films and everything was about me. And that's what they'll do. They'll talk behind your back. They'll talk that devil demonic backwards talk, knowing the truth, knowing reality, and they'll deny God and deny me and deny the truth. And that's why you get what you deserve. That's why you're going through your karma. See, that caravan or whatever you talking about, that camper tipping and all that, and the wind and the constant rain, that's because of God. What did you post, Shelly? Shelly was talking about God. You tried to talk and say God's name in vain. You're not good people. See, you posing, and I knew it. And see, he was upset because he heard me talk. Every time I talk, the truth comes out. Just like I said, you have Shelly in that predicament. You're supposed to be a man. You were supposed to step up. Why are you even in this position, brother? It's a silly position. Everybody told me the same thing, said that was the silliest idea, to go out in the middle of the desert and then think, oh, folks are going to come out there and we're all going to be happy go lucky and be friends. And yet, have you done it? Like I said, bro, I can't wait. Like I told, and what did I say? All them shows, I was saying the truth. I should have left them up. I said the truth about you, fact for fact, and I tried to be nice. See, some folks you just can't be nice to. And that was money I could have made, Charles. I threw money away that I made for you. And this is the thanks you give me. You're not a man, bro. Come on, bro. You talking about money to a dude who my grandfather was a Supreme Court judge? My dad was a UT graduate lawyer. I did everything by myself. I didn't get anything from my family. Every dime that I ever got, I earned. I worked for myself. I wasn't given anything my whole childhood, nothing. I got people, I could file lawsuits any day for all the money for my teenage years. I got nothing. Everybody spent that on trinkets. But you want to talk about money. to a guy who's had a bank account with over 300,000 and the best stocks money can buy, fired my broker and did all my own trading, and I'm a legend and I was buying cars like going to the grocery store. I'm a financial connoisseur, sir. The only reason I lost my money is because I was lied on, set up, and targeted. People tried to claim fake things. I brought in the documentation, proved they were wrong, proved they're all corrupt here, and I won. I put everyone in their place and I won. And I stood up for myself and I won. I didn't back down from nobody and nothing, something you could never do. These are all facts. You're lying, sir. You did not buy that land. You don't know what the meaning of investing. You've never invested a red penny. You don't know how to invest, brother. Investing is something I could teach you. So you have a lot to learn. You could learn through God, but you just rejected God and rejected me, the vessel being used by God, and the opportunity. God was testing you and you failed the test. Now everything that you do is going to fail. That I can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt. I want to see you deny that. I want to see you deny what's coming next. Pure failure. Now y'all keep an eye on the Walfords and all these folks and watch how all their businesses crumble and fail. Watch how none of them, nothing they touch will be blessed because you want to go against God. Look at all my messages, look at my actions, look at my words. Was I not completely wholesome and completely speaking from the heart? Am I not completely righteous? Did I not reach out and try to help these two and help this group of people because they need help? And you see them struggling every day. They hot as hell out there. They ain't got no AC. They trying to run a small little camper that costs $5 literally with a small little generator, talking about pettiness, talking about holding on to see selfishness. This is why selfishness will get you nowhere in life. They're walking evidence of that. Look where they're at in life. Brother, you're about twice to 3 times my age. I'm only 36. I know you way older than me. You got to be in your 60s or 70s or higher. Seriously. I know you in your 60s at least. Don't even kid with me, bro. I wouldn't care if you was in your 50s, 40. I mean, you an enigma, bro. You ridiculous. Are you a walking contradiction? So first lie, you said that you invested. You've never invested ever. That's a concrete fact. Everyone knows that. So why are you lying? This is what we do. We stop folks right where they want to start lying. Why are you lying, sir? You never invested a dime. That land was given to you off the strength of good faith because you're a charity case and people feel sorry for you. You did not purchase that land, brother. This came out your own mouth as well. Then you just said, I don't know where that came from about giving the land away. I'm not selling my land and I'm not giving my land away. Sir, it came out your own mouth. You need to go back and watch your last stream because it came out your own mouth, my good sir, okay, who wants to lie and misquote his own words and act like you can't think. And you said word for word that you were signing over the land for free to the homeless in Deming, New Mexico. That's a fact. You can go to your last live. Why are you playing like you don't get it? So why would you say, I don't know where that came from? I don't know if we need a partner. Well, you definitely need a partner because you have a camper that's tipping over from the wind in the middle of the desert, sir. Okay. And you can't even get water in there. And that's the number one priority. Like me, I would never go somewhere hot without water. I'm going to tell you the first thing I think of every day, water. That's the number one thing out here. See, you don't get it. I'm not near a lot of stuff either. I'm in the middle of nowhere. The first priority every day is water. Have to have water. If not, I'm immediately put in an actual survival situation out here. That's how hot it is. So I know how to deal with the heat. So I get water. No matter how I have to, I make sure I get it. Always. You understand? Real talk. I'm just telling you the truth. Mm-hmm. And I have ways to access and find water and get water. Right? Like I have water, but I don't drink tap water. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm also healthy and smart and I make conscious decisions. You understand? And the water down here is not good. That's where the truth is coming out. They're trying to lie and say, oh, yeah, it's drinkable. It's good. Yeah, it's all lies. So again, you did not invest. First lie. The second lie, you did not purchase anything. You don't own any land, sir. Okay. And you're talking about a trust. You think that you're some clever, Shelly thinks that she's some clever genius because you went some petty route and you just opened a trust. Anyone can do that. You open a trust because you're a charity case. The reason you're in your position is because people feel sorry for you. You came up off that land for free, brother. We know you didn't invest. That's why you don't have any money left over and you're begging. So how do you think you got the property? Because you begged and somebody said, we feel sorry for you. Come over here. You didn't buy the camper. What are you talking about? You didn't buy the vans. That wasn't your money. What are you talking about? And brother, every dime that you do get, you beg for. You literally live off begging. I mean, that's undeniable. And now it's a public issue that Charles and Shelley Walford and everyone, the whole world knows that you beg for a living. Real smart. You want to keep talking? See, this is the thing I tell folks, man. Like, you sure you want to get cute with me? Really? And then you talk about it's not about how many people. I never said anything about that. See, he started getting petty and saying things because he's offended by the truth when all they did was talk with respect to you. And you start saying petty things. The behavior of what? Exactly what they are, both of them. They deserve everything they're getting. They deserve everything they get. I don't feel sorry for them one bit. You feel me? See, people like you, it's a joke, man. You feel me? Bro, you had the nerve to sit there and say, Shelley, who has a college degree or a this degree. A degree means nothing, brother. It's a meaningless piece of paper. And then your next word out your mouth, you're hypocritical and a walking contradiction is, and we've been struggling for years and forever. Right, because having a college degree means nothing. Exactly my point. You're frustrated because of the time you had to invest. There's just like tons of dudes all over the world who are upset at the time they had to invest into a relationship, brother. I don't get on your level of delusion when you try to argue because you're petty. I bring the facts and then you get in your feelings, just like I already have you without trying. That's not my goal. My goal was being genuine, but okay, no problem. It's not about any of that. I told you. I don't care what you think I'm gaining something off of your little petty little land, brother. I can go to anywhere in general and find land like that. That's worthless land. And you don't have any acres. You're just in the middle of nowhere and other people haven't claimed all the other patches of land around you. Your land is actually not even an acre. It's clear as day. That's a fact. You don't even own an acre, brother, and you don't own it. I don't know why you're lying. You don't own none of that, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You begged for something, and people said you can stay here. That's what happened. I know that for a fact. You didn't pay for anything. We invested. How are you going to say you invested if you just said that you lost two vans in the process? Wow, you're a hell of an investor, brother. Third lie pointed out. Another lie. All it is lies. See what I'm saying? You want to talk and run your mouth, but you ain't talking about nothing. See, this is what they do. Typical behavior of what? Am I not spot on? Hold on. Yeah, like I said, you probably don't like the fact that I point out the truth, right? Just like I said the truth about you. Like I said, I should have left them shows up, man. But like I said, I gave you a chance. I don't have anything to gain from you, some little small little camper. Bro, everything that I'm dealing with is just situational. I didn't ask you for nothing. I don't need nothing from you. What are you talking about? Like I said, I'm in a great situation. Bro, I'm doing way better than you. I've been doing way better than you every day. I do way better than anyone. I'm doing better than Trump. And Trump's a Mason who doesn't own anything. What are you talking about? Bro, I'm a snob, bro. No, you have the wealthy, actual wealthy Bruce Wayne who has more equity than anyone in the world. I'm literally the most powerful, wealthiest man in the world right now to date. And I was set up and had to spend all my money and then kept turning around. I sold a 50-acre property for 100K. I was in Vegas with over 60 grand, San Antonio with over 60K. I made tons of money a million times after that. What are you talking about, bro? Made like 11 bands recently. What, bro? You know how much money I made doing this? A lot, racks, thousands. Have you talked about that? Have you recognized that? Do you even know what my annual income is doing what I do here? No, because you don't ask. Because you don't want to have solid conversations. You want to talk with an attitude. Oh, Shelley's got a college degree. Yeah. And that just goes to show that Shelley can't think too well. Because people who can think, brother, don't go to school. I'm a college dropout. You know why? I became a multimillionaire when I was in college. While all the other slowpokes were sitting there going to class, I stopped going to class. I never bought a book because I'm a genius. I had a 3.34 GPA, Charles, built businesses, and I dropped out of college a multimillionaire. But you think you're saying something. You think you can teach me something, Charles? Charles, I don't struggle every single day to eat. I don't struggle every day to get water. I have what I need. I go out my way. If I ever didn't, I'd go out my way to make sure it happens. The times that I've struggled because, well, I took on and defeated a male witches coven, a female witches coven, all of Freemasonry, all the Illuminati, your entire government, all this corruption, took it on all head on and won. And their plan was to deplete me of resources. Clearly, right? Like I said, I brought in the paperwork. I proved they were all liars, put them in their place and said what it is. and kept on walking and kept making tons of money. Turned around, sold a 50-acre property. Brother, they were trying to push my court dates back over a whole year to keep me from selling a 50-acre property. I said, I'm going to go live in a shelter for a year. Woke up every day, 6 in the morning, worked temp labor, and made over $7,000 in a few months. Almost was completely done paying off my taxes. I had the money to pay it off completely, or I knew I was coming in and I was going to make it. And you know what I said? I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell it. Sold it for 100,000. It ain't nothing. 100 bands, $100,000. Yeah, was in my bank account. Ain't nothing. What do you mean? I've had way more than that, brother. I've seen I've made millions every single year consecutively, brother. So I'm just saying, I mean, at what point will you grasp and acknowledge reality? See, I can't talk to you at all anymore until you want to acknowledge reality. When you want to admit and tell me that you understand who you're talking to, that I've literally made millions of not a million, multi-millions of dollars every single year of my life up till maybe just recently, maybe like the last couple of years. Other than that, I made millions every year consecutively. I got proof of all of it too. I had Charles Schwab say they deleted my bank records, which is illegal. That's what they told me. The government targeted me because I made so much money my entire life. And I don't give people my money. You understand? I don't let people play me. I don't owe nobody nothing. Nothing. I helped everyone. I paid grown men's light bills. I've paid $8,500 in land taxes, Charles. That's a lot more than your little camper. That's a lot more than that little worthless land that you didn't buy and you don't own. $8,500 in land taxes. That's a lot, right? That's a lot of payments. I got a receipt for every one of them. Who is you talking to, little homie? See, I'm not mad. It's called being a man and being a stand-up dude. See, that's the thing. They so petty on here. They want to talk crazy. Then you address them and they say, "Oh, this and that. Oh, you're mad." What? No, I'm not. And what does that have to do with the conversation? So when you get addressed, you can't handle the response. So you start being petty and immature. Right. That's why you in your predicament. You feel me, brother? I'm gonna go ahead and predict. Like I said, all y'all should keep an eye on the Wofford's right now. Like I said, they just went against God. Like you just made the worst mistake you'll ever make. And I could hear it in Shelly. That was the reason why I like. That's not why I never have an agenda. See, I'm genuine. I don't get around people. Oh, I want to see their downfall, bro. I was really rooting for you. You can look at your messages. I said I believe in you. Now I'm just gonna probably like. Well, I mean, I want to see what goes on with you. I want to keep an eye on it. So now I want to actually see because I know I'm going to watch you fail. And that's what I said in other shows. I was like, Homeboy, like it's hilarious watching Homeboy because I know he has no options. He has nowhere to go, no plan. And he's just going to crumble and fail. And it's because he's denying not only God, but mostly God and the reality and the truth. Brother, you can't even you can't even get what you need for you and Shelly. You've got way too many dogs, right? That you clearly can't take care of. That's like a felony right there. Like literally any moment they want, they could arrest you. Real talk, just so you know, that's a crime, bro. To have animals and you're not, equipped to take care of them. Just so you know. And you're so slow, you got Shelly telling people where you're at and putting out your location and all that nonsense. Like that's your decision. That's your ill-advised decision. That's a bad decision, brother, to do that. Especially with these folks on here, you know what they do and how they get down, right? They all weird online. Internet's a scary place, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is. That's y'all's thing. I ain't got nothing to do with none of y'all. I just live my life and stay focused on me. But I'm just saying, bro, you sure putting yourself in a compromised position. Oh, now you feeling yourself? Oh, okay. Oh, now you somebody? But you talking to a dude that made millions every year consecutively, and see, this is a grown man, and he can't just bow down and pay homage and have some respect and listen to somebody who knows what they're doing. Brother, again, I'm gonna tell you again, if you sign that trailer over to me, that little dinky, whatever you call it, right? Caravan, whatever camper, you sign that little dinky camper and that little dinky patch of land to me, I will be able to build your business for you. That's the slowest decision I ever heard. Oh, well, we don't need a partner. Oh, now you bougie. But just 5 minutes ago, you was begging. Oh, wait, and you're going to beg again tomorrow. Just 5 minutes ago, you was begging me for help. We just had a conversation. The show's on the channel, people, of him begging for help. That's what he's doing. Of him, this was all his thing and his idea. He just said, I didn't know where that came from about giving away the property. Bro, check your last live. You literally just said word for word. This is how crazy folks are nowadays. Listen to this, people. We're in the Great Depression right now. Homeboy said, I'm gonna sign the land over for free. They can have it for free to the homeless in Deming, New Mexico. Boy, you got to be silly. You gonna give it to them? A bunch of people like you. So you favor people like you. See what I'm talking about? It's the same thing with the red triangles. All of them. They all have the same problem. This is how this country runs. This is why the government keeps making money off you. But you want to complain and pretend you a fake activist like you me. Brother, you ain't no revolutionary, bro. You serious, homie? Talking about the government. You're who's helping the government. People like you. Government made plenty of money off of people like you, but you talking about, oh, I know they want to make money off of. They've been making money off you because you're slow, because you're ignorant, because you can't think. You think I'm ignorant, bro? You the meaning, bro. Feel me, bro? I don't care what you do, bro, with that little dinky camper. I don't care what you do with that little dinky patch of land, bro. I can go anywhere and you can get that kind of land for free. You just go anywhere and it's right there. What are you talking about? I can access stuff better than that in my sleep. Are you serious, homie? Trying to help you. So this is what folks do. I be trying to help them. I helped all these fools build their businesses. Sit there and act like it's a whole different reality. Like I need something from you. Like I have an interest in your little petty nonsense, your little minuscule nothing, bro. I own buildings right now, bro, that look better than Ovo Drake Mansion. And the mansion Drake in, he don't own it. He just occupied because that's their little puppet. Just like military, they occupy things, they don't own it. What are you talking about? See what I'm saying? You want to talk to a genius, bro, but you want to talk crazy and talk down, talking about a diploma. Don't ever get a diploma, folks. Never go to school, never go to college. That's the way to success. These folks will never listen. They never gonna learn. But who's business successful, Charles? Who teaching the people in the public and who get paid to do it and who make top dollar on here? Me. Who just got a check for $182 and some change and who begs for scraps and can't make $2? Facts, little homie. I just got a check for $182 and some change, homie. Let me check my check amount so I can rub it in more. Hold up. My next check already almost to 87 bucks. Do the math. $182 and some change. We just got that check on what, around my birthday, like July 20th. I think it was on my birthday. That's a week. That was a week from now. 7 days away. I got a check for $182 and some change. Listen to this. And my next check is already wherever I just told you, almost to 87 bucks, I believe. That means I'm right around the corner from 90. That means I'm going to surpass 90. And what I'm trying to do is an impossible goal of trying to get over the $100 threshold for the first time within under 1 month with a company that pays less than a hundredth of a cent for for 1,000 views, for over 1,000 views. And you talking to me like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm taking a system that barely pays anything. Okay, not even a cent. And I'm making tons of money doing what I'm doing. I already built residual income and I'm literally in the process of building something that will feed me for the rest of my life and everyone with me, that will take care of everyone. I'll never have to work for anyone again. I don't have a boss. I don't work for any of these folks. I don't work for this corporation company. No, I don't. I'm not your employee. I didn't sign no contracts with you. And these folks, I make the Masons pay me. I'm big pimping. I'm sorry, but what? But you want to tell me something? I build businesses in my sleep, brother. I built bars for people. I did security for bar security for over 7 years and was never even touched, basically. What? I've come up against crowds and one. I've come up against dudes that was 4 times your size and one and had them yelling and screaming, banging on the doors in the bar, mad as hell, talking about what they gonna do. But they know they scared because they just completely lost and got the you know what handed to them on a silver platter. I get busy, Charles. I don't talk. You understand? I have had results. People know me in the street. People know who I am. People know what I'm about. People know what I've done in these streets. People know how I get down. You're nobody. You're just an older man who's elderly and delusional and doesn't know what you're talking about. And you ain't never had a problem, a conflict, an altercation ever. What are you talking about? You don't know anything about martial arts. And I try to come in and be the nice guy, and I'm the big homie, you're little homie, and I try to tell you, look, homie, I'm gonna put you on. We gonna have millions of dollars, right? And it's guaranteed because the guarantee is God. See, the reason that you're failing in what you're doing, Charles, I'm gonna tell you straight up, is because you doubt God, and you doubting God isn't my burden to carry, brother. That's a lesson God taught me recently, as a matter of fact. You know how real it is with me? You know how much I believe in God? I'll tell you right now, beyond a shadow of doubt, like I told all y'all to your face, every single one of you cowards who rise with Satan. I told y'all to your face, I'm going to have so much money, I'm not going to know what to do with. I put that on everything I love. You know why? Because God told me, and everything God ever told me, He came through. Every promise He has made for me, I have not. I don't have to prove anything to you, weak people. You're in denial of reality. But I did. He proved it. He proved it not only to me, but in front of all of you. You deny what's right in front of you. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to every fact I brought. This man is telling a man who's owned 14 cars in my sleep and said, I only did this because I'm the Messiah on camera to show you folks that this is easy for me. And he want to talk to me about money. He said business people put the money up. Really? Because 99.9% of businesses fail. Hell, Tesla's failing. Their stock's plummeting. Dell failed. HP failed. My Aunt Carly Fiorina was the CEO of HP. She ran the company into the ground in front of John Hewlett and had them all stressed out. What company you know ever succeeded? See, you want to talk and run your mouth, but you don't want to have a debate. Boy, step up. We could drop a link tomorrow. We could have a live debate in front of everyone. I will make you look silly. What you want to do, homie? Don't run your mouth at me, little homie. On the biggest marketing platform on the internet. Boys still want to run their mouth. See what I'm talking about? That's what they do because they mad. They want to project their feelings. They want to start talking candy stuff behind your back like cowards, and they want you to be upset. I'm not upset. I'm a man. I'll be aggressive as I want. That's how I'm taking everything. You see what I'm on with the shorts? You see what I'm quoting? That's me. That's the movie Gangster Squad. They made that about me, my family, Charles. I'm the original DNA. You're talking to the actual guy who is the mob. I'm the DNA of the mob. The Italians, all them folks, they tried to copy my family. I'm the direct descendant of the mob. Look up John Beale Sneed. I don't know what you talking about, bro. I'm the mob. Okay. I'm also a lord. I have nothing to do with your walk. Your walk is you're a regular civilian that begs for scraps. You beg for table scraps every day. I'm the mob. What do we have in common? And when the mob says, "Hey, I want to help you. I want to reach my rich royalty snob, live better than you, look better than you, eat better than you every day, do better than you, match success every day, homie. 5 whips. I own a Porsche right now. I paid $25,000 for, and a mechanic down here was hating, so he messed it up. And I'm gonna get my money and I'm gonna fix it. Everything that I lost, God gonna replace. I had to drive that thing 7 miles on a rim to save it. What? I towed every car that I own. I paid $110. That's like 4 cars. And I put them all in the car lot myself and negotiated the contract. All that money, that takes thousands of dollars. I paid all that out of my pocket. Everything I got I own, I paid for. I got 5 bicycles in inventory, Charles, worth $200 to $300 each. I have a bat cycle that they're going to fix, guaranteed. All it is an electrical wire that I ripped out because I'm really Batman. Sounds like Batman to me. I expend resources, it ain't nothing. $1,300 ain't nothing to me. 30 grand ain't nothing to me. I materialize wealth. See, I'm on a whole vibration so quick you couldn't even understand or catch up to me, little homie. But you want to talk, but you want to act like reality don't make no sense. Okay, so it makes sense to live in a camper that's tipping from the wind and might fall over and tip over. Hell, it probably will now, because you gonna definitely piss off God with what you just said. Believe that God is pissed. I'm not. I think you funny. Now I'm preparing to get my popcorn and watch your downfall and watch you fail, because I'm guaranteeing that. That's obvious. Not what I want. I wanted the best for you, but you want to play? Okay, let's play. Feel me, little homie? Now what? That's what I thought. Bro, I had a 4.2 GPA in high school, top 10 in my class, diploma distinction. I went out in the world. I became a multimillionaire. When I was 16, I became a multimillionaire by myself, bro. You understand? If this company paid any normal living wage, I'd already have millions of dollars. Do you understand that? Do you understand how underpaid I am right now? And that this is not going to last? And God already told me that? I'm not struggling, brother. I went through this period of stagnation because this is what I had to go through. I had to not get paid right to build Batman. How beautiful is that? God can't, God and no, a Batman can't be built unless you're willing to struggle and sacrifice and go through pain, suffering you can't imagine, and go broke. But y'all want to tell me things that are human based concepts that make no coherent sense. You just said, oh, because she had a college degree. Wow, it did a lot for Shelly that she had a college degree. She's living in a camper that might tip over at any minute in the middle of the New Mexico Sahara Desert. What? Bro, he hilarious. This is why I laughed so hard when he was talking the first time and people thought it was funny. I was cracking up, bro, when he said he was a martial artist and he was like, what's up? And like he really thinks he's somebody, bro. Well, why don't you just quit talking and sign the contract, bro? But I'm gonna tell you what, homie, you sure talk a lot, bro. You run your mouth for an older dude, bro, for an old man. Like real talk, bro. If you feel like that, homie, like real talk, bro. If you want to put it to the test, homie, what you need to do is sign that waiver. You feel me? You know what I mean? Because see, me, I don't just talk, I prove. I show and prove. I promise you one thing. If you sign that waiver, right, you already know what it is. Okay. If you think that you can come close to me in a boxing match, boxing ring, anything, you is crazy, son. He's a little dude, bro. You ain't got no muscle, no strength, no nothing. You like that dude that wannabe CO that walked up to me the other day. These fools is literally look like they weigh 60 pounds soaking wet, talking to the actual God body soldier walking around here who took over the streets, hard body, putting work in. I didn't do no talking. I went and got with it. I got busy for real. I never made a false claim ever. I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I'm a street dude. For y'all to be hearing me talk, I'm a jewel. And when people can't even appreciate me and have some respect, when I shouldn't even be here, I shouldn't even be here talking, bro. I got my freedom. I'm here. I'm alive. Like, and you still can't see the miracle of God? A gangster who put in work his entire life. And God said, I'm going to carry you through everything. I'm going to pull you out. I'm going to make you immortal. I'm going to keep you free. I'm going to have you free, good, and happy. And now I'm going to bless you and give you your divine spouse, Christina. And you can't see the miracle in front of you, Charles? Boy, you hilarious, bro. You like the rest of these folks on YouTube. You belong with them. You in denial. But keep on talking. Because, see, when I talk, I get paid. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm getting paid, bro. Top dollar. So I'm a public speaker. I'm a public figure. Check this out, little homie. Check this out, folks in the public. I'm a public speaker who gets paid to do what I do. But folks, I'll have something to say. You see how he was talking about I don't listen to negativity? You know, I know you don't listen because all you do is spew out negativity. Has any of them said anything positive or acknowledged one positive thing about my whole positive life? There's nothing about my life that ain't positive and beautiful. It's nothing but opportunity over here for people to make money. We have it all right now. What do you mean? I'm not struggling. I ask people to donate because I run a business for the last time. I'm not going to tell you again. Quit with that testing me stuff, homie. This is a business, brother. I provide a service. I don't beg ever. I've never begged. I've never asked nobody for nothing. I tell the audience, hey, all y'all need to do your job and support me. You watching me, right? It ain't for free. $25 ticket price every time you come in. All y'all actually owe me money in the public. Y'all owe me thousands upon millions of dollars. I've been doing this a long time. I put millions of dollars into funding this. I paid for every hotel I ever was in to do a show. What do you mean? I paid all this money. That's millions of dollars, bro. Are you serious? All the suits I done worn on camera, all the speeches I done gave, all this knowledge y'all done got for free. Boy, stop it. And y'all didn't get it for free. That's like when people was like, yeah, you did this. And bro, I get my money every time. Every time. God has never let me go and not get paid. I've addressed bosses to their face, got in their face and said, you ain't used to dealing with a man, is you? You gonna give me my money. I'm not you, homeboy. I'm a gangster. See, I'm a live wire and I'm from Austin, Texas. I lived all over the country. My dad grew up in Egypt and Africa. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, England and Africa. Had to trek through feet of snow just to get to school. Went through actual bullying, something you can't handle, right? You have to run from the internet. Oh, people ain't even watching us no more. Of course. Who the hell are you, bro? Two homeless people? You think people going to tune into that? What is wrong with this dude? What is he talking about? So I proved everything you said a lie. You didn't pay for that land and you don't have any land. Quit calling it land when it's just you're just in a plot of nothingness with nothing. You're like Courage the Cowardly Dog out there with Eustace Bag. Right? Who lives in the middle of nowhere with Eustace Bag. But crazy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage, who looks just like Charles Wofford, to save his new home. Boy, I can't believe you done got me started, bro. I'm gonna have so much fun with you. I'm excited right now because I'm gonna have fun. Because see, I'm having fun. See, YouTube is for fun, but what I'm spitting is real talk. It's all serious, and it's all backed by documented fact. Like I said, tell Charles Schwab to come up off the bank records. They looked me in my eye in person and told me they deleted the bank records. That's a fact. I don't ever lie. That's illegal. What are y'all talking about? They need to produce the bank record of where I had an account with over 300,000 in it. It's like when I talked to other folks on these other panels and I told them they deleted the account. They tried to make it sound like I lost the money. No, you're not listening. I told you if you would listen and stop yapping that I spent all the money and then they deleted the account. Obviously, because there wasn't funds after I got done spending it. No. And I was smart for spending it because that's what you do when you're young. You live your life. And I spent it because I had to, because I was targeted by the government and all these corrupt people. So I had to stand up for myself. And they were breaking the law every which way but sundown. So I had no choice but to spend the money because I'm for sure not going to let none of y'all take my money when you're corrupt and evil and no good. So who won? Me. I won royally. But you don't want to talk about that, right, Charles? Boy, stop it. He's 3 feet tall. He's 60 pounds soaking wet. He feeling himself? You ain't a rapper. You're an old dude. I mean, look at your wife. Let's get real. Look at your wife, bro. Come on, bro. I mean, you're not exactly dating a supermodel, but you want to get me started. Okay. And they be so hypocritical. They'll be the type that'll, after this, they'll be like, oh, and I didn't even say anything negative. Really? You didn't? All that nonsense you talking over there? All them lies you done told? Bro, you got that land off charity. That was free land. I guarantee you that. That's a fact. You didn't pay for anything. You didn't invest anything. Let me explain something to you, Charles. If you go out on a corner and you beg folks for money at gas stations and stuff, that's a felony. It's actually a crime. You actually can get arrested for that. You see what I'm saying? And then you're telling people your location. And it's just crazy to me how you have so many enemies on the internet and in the world. And it's crazy to me, honestly, how you haven't been arrested. Real talk, because I mean, you don't take care of your animals. It's clear as day. I mean, you had your history with what happened to Bully, your little pit bull, because of your neglect. Remember? Because of the same problem. Why do you have animals, brother, if you can't take care of yourself and your own wife? Fake wife at that. I'm sorry, Shelly want to get on a high horse now? Shelly couldn't climb on a high horse. Look at her. How about that? Yeah, don't play with me, brother. See what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. You want to sit there and pretend. It's like I said, if we were having this conversation in person, brother, I would just tell you off and that's it. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You ain't gonna say nothing. I know. You're an older man, bro. You know, I keep my cool and calm with people. I'll just tell you what it is. I'm not mad about nothing, brother. See, I'm doing well. Let me explain something to you, brother. I'm doing well. When you address people and you a stand up dude, that's something to be proud of. See, y'all got it backwards. This got you got the pecking order backwards in the world. How you think that it's a different way than what it is, bro. It's me at the top. People like Elon Tusk are nobody. Do you know that Elon Tusk is actually controlled by a little demonic worm? I'm not even playing with you. I already found out the truth about that. I don't believe what I see and hear either. I find the truth. Yeah, it came out on video already. They explained the whole thing too. These are real things, bro. You don't believe that? Oh, okay. So you believe that he has any money? If you do, you crazy, man. Because Freemasons don't have money. That's just a concrete fact. Look at what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was quoted saying, "We're gonna be 60 years old without a pot to you know what in." Rappers make money? If rappers don't make money, if basketball players don't make money, proven by that dude, Delonte West or whatever his name was, when he did that whole thing with LeBron's mom, remember? They kicked him out the league, banned him. That was him being targeted. We have another individual who just created some concept that has to do with what the gas and the oil companies. He mysteriously disappeared and vanished. You can't put the puzzle together. And they pointed out it's exactly identical to the other one who made a car that ran on water, which was a concept that I thought was impressive and extremely incredible and is something that I want to do. And I'm researching and trying to teach myself, but not so I can come out and challenge them and have a no. I want to just know it for myself. I want to know these. I'm allowed to study what I want. I don't care. I'm not scared of them. I already defeated them. He said that he had black helicopters coming around and then he mysteriously vanished. This just happened. It's all over the news. Okay? Because the gas and the oil companies aren't going to allow anyone to mess up their billion-dollar industry because he figured out how to take plastic and turn it into gas. But you want to waste time here. We saw what happened with Dr. Sebi. We saw what happened to Nip. We saw what happened to Aaliyah. We saw what happened to the singer of TLC after she was talking about CMOS. But you think we got time to play here when God's people are suffering and struggling, and I'm sitting here trying to get things right and trying to build every day and like, yeah, I struggle. I feel like life is a struggle, period. I'm doing great. I'm doing better than all of you, in my opinion, by far. But that ain't good enough. That ain't nothing. See, in my eyes, I'm struggling. And I am struggling because that's life. Even if I had millions of dollars, I struggle. I struggle when I had over $250,000 in the bank. Seriously, there was time that I didn't trade enough stocks and get settled funds, and I'd get stuck in a Motel 6 for a week. I mean, are you serious? I mean, for a rich guy, the Motel 6 is a little bit of a struggle spot. Yeah, I get stuck dealing with the dudes from the hood, getting into it with them, and I got millions of dollars basically in the bank. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there having to deal with them because I forgot to trade stocks ahead of time and didn't put enough funds, and I went and spent too much wherever I went. You know, me, I spent all my money, brother. I went out to the clubs. I went and had a good time. I was buying bottles. I'm wearing nice clothes. See, that's what young folks do. You spend your money and you be successful. Like, I don't know who you think you talking to, homeboy, but I done shut clubs down. I'm the man. See, you don't know anything about me, but you want to run your mouth and we ain't even met yet. Bro, again, smartest decision, the only decision for anyone with common sense, what you lack, was sign over the property to me, sign over the camper, just like you said out your own mouth. What do you mean you don't know where that came from, homeboy? Stop lying. It's on your last live right before. Go watch it back. Out your own mouth, you said word for word, brother. I'm a machine. I never am wrong. You said word for word, you're going to give it away. You're going to sign it over for free to the homeless in Deming, New Mexico. Did you not say that, my good sir? Boy, stop playing with me. Sounds silly, man. You're a grown man, bro. Get your facts straight, homie. Feel me? What are you talking about? See what I'm saying? And that's my thing. That they all act. See, they want to do this coward talk. They want to talk behind your back. They want to act crazy. Then if you in front of them, if I was in front of him talking, they'd be trying to play victim and act like it's a big deal. Like, oh goodness, I don't know what he's capable of or what he might do. Nothing. Because I'm a ruthless businessman, brother. I have complete self-discipline and discipline over my emotions. I'm extremely intimidating because I'm Batman, and I know how to control myself, brother. I would talk to you the same way. It doesn't mean I'm gonna get out of character with you. Nah, bro, you a little dude, bro. You a little homie, man. Good talk. You little, bro. You ain't nobody worried about you, man. Feel me? Like, call me when you got like a mutant, like Croc or something, like someone my size, who's like, like who's actually strong. Like you're nobody. You're just a civilian, brother. So you're not even getting who you talking to. We sit here, we try to put you on. Okay, okay, brother. Well, enjoy it while it lasts. All that smack talking you doing, because hold up, all that smack talking you doing, because I'm gonna tell you something, Charles. When I get the money, I'm not gonna do what you do, but I might, I'm not gonna rub it in. I'm gonna say that because you know why? That's why God blessed me because I'm not like you. I'm not gonna turn around and be like, aha, Charles, a college degree. Oh, Charles, look at all these millions of dollars. See, I'm not gonna do that because I don't stoop to your level. See, all you're doing, Charles, and all you people is proving that I'm a man of God. You're proving how real God is. I don't get any enjoyment out of that. Brother, I tried to help you. I tried to offer you an opportunity. Like I said, anyone with any common sense, if you had a business degree, if you know anything about business, if you claim Shelly got a degree, how come she's not smart to make a business move? See, you want to be selfish. You want to hold on to nothing. What you've got is like a pack of Skittles. You want to hold on to a pack of Skittles when you could have traded those Skittles, right? And waited for the money like I guaranteed instead. And you want to get smart and say, oh, I won't wait for basically promissory notes or promises or IOUs, or blah blah blah. See, you want to downplay something that's very real, brother. You could have given up your pack of Skittles and said, "Yo, here's the little pack of Skittles because this ain't nothing, and I got it for free." And been honest with yourself and been a man. And you know what you would have gotten in return, brother? Millions, millions. You would have had suit and tie. You would have been a millionaire. You and Shelly would have never had to worry about money again. That's what I was going to do for you. Now I'm not doing nothing for you. Now you get nothing. I only give you a piece of cornbread. Nothing. And that's from God. See, my God is a vengeful God because he has to be, not because he wants to be. Because he has to teach folks they lesson. You want to go against God, brother? That's one thing. Don't start mouthing off to me. I'm not the one. I don't play games. You understand? I mean, let's get real, brother. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could take it there, right? And I could get everything you doing shut down in 5 seconds, actually, and with one phone call. And what do I mean? Because I could contact these people who, with these societies for animals, actually, do you think they want to see what they going through? Because I don't even want to watch it. It's sad, brother. It's because you have no empathy. You know why? Because you're an addict. When I say you're displaying typical, you know what behavior? That's what I'm talking about. Bro, you petty, bro. Bro, I learned that in that church group how to deal with y'all. Y'all gonna tell yourself your own reality. You're gonna construct all this nonsense, but you got no money, brother. You ain't made a dime in the past, I don't know, ever. I don't think in your entire life, I don't think you've ever made a dime. I think you've begged every day. You said you had 2 vans. You lost both of them. Then you tried to lie. I listen to every word you say. I analyze human behavior, bro. You're talking to a genius, homie. Don't even play with me. You use a sucker. You silly. Bro, you said out your own mouth you lost 2 vans. Then you changed it and said you lost one. Which is it? And I know for a fact you lost 2 vans because I remember you was talking about them. See what I'm saying? But when you got caught up, you wanted to complain and complain on the officials and say, oh, they not doing their job. Oh, they not letting me file reports. Oh, they not letting me do this. Why should they? Look at the individual you are. If you were responsible and you didn't have that addictive behavior, right, you could have an argument. If it was someone like me, I have an argument because I'm a good, outstanding citizen that paid over 8,500 in land taxes, which funds all their jobs, and they wouldn't have a job if I wasn't paying for the job for them to have it through my land tax payments. See the point here? They only have a job because of me and my money. So they work for me. That's a public servant. That's the truth. No matter what they want to tell them, no matter how they want to act, no matter what they want to pretend, they work for me. And I'm who pays their salary. But you don't do that. You're not a contributing member of society. You see the difference here, Charles? But he want to talk big. He want to, boy, you hilarious. I'm gonna have so much fun with you. He want to talk big. He feeling himself now. He got like Cassidy when Gilly the Kid had to go on Cass's block and call him out and make him look silly because Cassidy was a little homie. All these fake rappers. That's what this is. It's like that rap stuff. Homeboy want to feel himself now, but he in a camper, like begging, holding on. Oh, it might tip over, bro. You in a boat, basically. You in a boat. That thing tipping. I bet you anything that thing gonna tip. Watch. That thing gonna tip. That thing gonna tip. That camper gonna be upside down because of the wind out there in the desert. Cause you silly. Cause you literally don't know anything you doing. I'm gonna be honest with you, fool. I told Christina about the idea. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. She said that's the dumbest idea I ever heard, and I agree. I'm sorry, I gotta let that cat out the bag. I agree. I mean, like, and I didn't even understand it because I'm trying to help y'all, and then I thought about it, I was like, yeah, she has a point. I mean, I did understand it. It's just, like when you're trying to help somebody, you blind to reality a little bit. But you're completely blind to reality. Brother, I tried to help you, man. And you want to talk down on the guy helping you. Never bite the hand that feeds you, homie. They didn't teach you that. Now watch. Everything you do gonna crumble and fall. I guarantee you that. Not because I wanted to. I didn't want it to. I wanted to see you win. Now I just don't care. I'm not against you. I don't want to see that. I don't. Like genuinely, I don't. I'm not against you. I just know that I'm going to get a good laugh watching you fail because it's funny. Not because I'm against you, not because I want to see you fail. No, because it's funny when somebody thinks they smart and they slow as hell. It's funny watching a snail say, "Yeah, I'm going to win the race against this hare." The tortoise can, not a snail. You a snail out here, bro. You're an actual snail, bro. You live like a snail, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, I mean, what are you talking about? You need a place to stay, little homie? Is that what y'all need? Because I could provide you one right now. You see what I'm saying? Boy want to talk down. He want to talk down, but he ain't got nothing. But I got everything. Boy, stop it. God provides, little homie. That's the problem. That's the same problem like with the church crew. I walk in the church crew, they start talking that fake nonsense. Right, because you're just trying to bother folks. We want to talk smack like it's normal and normalize all these things, the word that starts with an A. Right? That's not what you doing? Oh, okay. So how come you can't take care of them then? If you got them all in there with you, I mean, don't you understand that it's the law that you have to provide AC for them? You can't have them feeling like that and panting like that, bro. Are you serious, bro? What's wrong with you, homie? Is you okay, bro? Like real talk, bro. You using again or what? Are you riding the white horse, Charles? What's going on, homie? Hmm? I told you, man, this YouTube stuff, bro. Folks want to start talking greasy. You a little homie at that. Little homie, you look like a walking stick, homie. You look like a kung fu stick game I used to play on the computer. You serious right now, bro? Walking around with glasses, like 4 eyes, looking like a big worm. It looked like that Worms game I used to play. Remember Worms with Team 17 and all that? That's what he looked like a little worm. But oh, you think you somebody now. Now you bougie. I don't think we need a partner. He's talking to me like he a corporate exec. I love this fool. He gives me a great laugh every time. He talked to me like he a corporate exec, like he talking down. That's what he did. Charles Wofford crazy, son. You a trip, bro. And now he's a corporate exec, but just before that, he was begging not only me but everyone. You got an answer for everything, don't you, little homie? You just want to play hero all the time, right? You wasn't no hero for those dogs. You wasn't no hero for Bully. You wasn't no hero for Shelly. You wasn't no hero for anyone in your family. What you talking about, bro? Your own family in your chat room hollering at you, and you got to holler at them from thousands of miles away. I know you was never around and did nothing for them. I always say the truth about you. See, they all want to lie and construct a false testament. Like that's so important. You know what's important? Human interaction, family, being with people. You see me, I'm with my people, brother. I take care of my people every day, every way that I can. I'm there for everyone. I stood up for all of my people. I stood up for all my family because I actually love my family, no matter how they treat me, no matter how much they neglect me, no matter what they put me through, no matter what they stole from me, no matter how many times they left me in jail to you know what, knowing what I was going through physically, what happened when these folks called Seton Hospital. You ain't got no mercy. You ain't got no heart. You ain't got no soul, Charles. I want to let you know something, bro. I'm sitting here. I promise you on everything I love, I'm gonna watch your downfall on here now. And you know what you're gonna see me do? Continue to rise no matter what. I promise you, because it ain't about YouTube either. It's about God. I'm gonna rise, brother, like I've been rising. This fool acting like we ain't got all the momentum, like we ain't getting tons of views, like I ain't working super hard, so hard I can barely stand up. And I'm so tired, I get anxiety, panic attacks, like can't even think because that's what it takes to be Batman. And God give me the strength to keep going, to keep on spitting the truth at you fools that you can't handle. Brother, I'm the biggest top dog on this network. I'm the biggest top dog in the world. I took this and I made a living and I'm building businesses out of this. Not one business, several. I'm building a media company up. It's already in existence. Everything. I keep all my company's ideas, brother. I don't let nobody put their hand in my money. What you mean? I get every dime on here. We monopolize this just like we monopolize the streets. We got it all, Charles. I just got my homeboy just hooked me up with 2 little scooters and a bike. I got 5 bikes in inventory. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. $1,300 I put into my bat cycle, brother. I ripped the wire out. It ain't nothing. I don't care about money. But folks want to run their mouth. Oh, now you a corporate exec? Boy, you is crazy, son. I ain't never met somebody that slow, bro. That really that say all day, oh, this homeboy said he gonna feed the homeless. He keeps talking down on them, and they got one of them's gonna react like that. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you, I know the streets, bro. Somebody out there gonna call his bluff and pull his car because he want to be down so bad. He want to act like he tough. I'm telling you, them homeless folks out there in Deming, New Mexico ain't gonna play with him. I'm telling you right now, bro, he gonna get in the right spot in the right crowd. He gonna run his mouth to the wrong person. I'm telling you, homeboy, I know how these situations and environments work. Yeah, I was in the Lexington, Kentucky shelter. I didn't see you there. I could tell you one thing right now: you couldn't hold your own in there. It was a fairly rough place. A little bit. It was honestly soft compared to the bridge I was in Dallas and the Arch. You know what I mean? The other states are soft. Kentucky's soft. Everybody was scared of me, like everywhere. What you talking about? See what I'm saying? See, you not me, homeboy. I can run my mouth because I back it up to anyone. You know what I mean? But you, boy, I can't even picture you out there. See, that's what the thing. He used with his little bird chest. He like Ti. He got his little bird chest. He used to poking and sticking his little bird chest out and start running his mouth. No, he built like a bird, like built like Sesame Street, like Big Bird. He want to run his mouth. Yeah, we ain't the same, little homie. You ain't gonna run your mouth at me. I promise you that. Feel me? I'm a real gangster, Charles. You just a poser. Yeah, that's the type you want to woof. Yeah, typical homeless person. Typical what? Addict. That's what y'all do. Y'all woof. You get in the right environment. Oh, I got my people around. I got my other people who got addictive behaviors around. I'm gonna act tough. I'm gonna run my mouth. Anybody ever talk to you like this, Charles? Probably not, right? Because ain't nobody realer than me. Yeah, I came through that shelter hard body too. What's up? Ask them about me. Ask if I didn't hold the same energy I got right now. Ask if I wasn't me. Ask if I wasn't cool with people and making actual friends and talking to folks. Ask if I was fake or if I was Batman. Ask if I didn't tell people the truth about my story. I went right there, bro. You know how you come in the building, you walk to the right to the line, you come through the little swivel, and then you go right there and get your tray? Yeah, I was right there, little homie. Like I said, that little weird dude, tell him he's a sucker. That one that said, "Oh, you can't plug your phone in." I said, "Who you talking to? I'll do what I want." Real talk. Kept plugging my phone in too. I don't listen to none of you suckers. Real talk. Yeah, I thought he was running something. Oh, cause you working in a kitchen for a day? What? Every time I went in there, I plugged my phone. That's my time to charge my phone. You see what I'm saying? I would keep eye out too. Like, can they see? I'm gonna charge my phone. That's a public outlet, homie. You can't tell nobody that. No, you can't. You ain't got that kind of power. You nobody. Feel what I mean? That's what I'm saying, bro. People be real funny, man. Y'all be really trying to run your mouth, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't be petty, bro. You can't let people drag you down. But look at me, Charles. I'm successful in life, and I'm only 36. I'm like half your age. I'm successful, and I'm a gangster who never tolerates nothing, no disrespect, nothing. I don't let nothing go. I don't let nothing slide. It's tattooed on me. I live by this. I'm really living that thug life, homie. But you want to run your mouth, boy. You don't even know I got the power. I could shut everything down you doing in 5 seconds in the right way, legally. Because I'm gonna tell you what, you ain't got no business taking care. Well, I mean, having that many dogs and you can't, do anything for yourself or anybody. That no, you don't. That's totally wrong, brother. You're in the wrong. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And I got a public platform, so I'm probably gonna get everything you doing shut down anyway just by talking publicly. This is what I do. Folks end up losing their jobs, end up losing whatever, everything just because I'm exposing them publicly. Charles and Shelley Wofford. That's their name. I'm gonna start going publicly all y'all's names. You wanted to talk to me, brother. See, that's what I'm saying. I be telling folks like it's the same thing in the street. When folks talk to me, they don't know. Do you know the position you putting yourself in right now? You know who I am? If not, you should back up. Don't ever play in my environment because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't understand who I am. You don't know nothing about my history. You don't know me. You don't know nothing. You just assume, and then they think we're supposed to spell it out. Let me tell you something about real gangsters. Real gangsters never run their mouth. We don't self snitch. We don't tell about ourselves. We don't tell you nothing. You keep on guessing. I'm the real Don Dada, Charles. I'm down here next to Mexico. I defeated the cartel. They're terrified of me. They shook. Yeah, it's like that. But you want to run your mouth. Oh, you somebody now. Yeah, I'm built like DMX. I'm really, really a terrifying individual. You're just a little Charles Walker. But you want to run your mouth. Who are you? Who are you talking to? Bro, I've proven my success. I've proven the blueprint for success. That's obvious. Okay, you don't have a choice to acknowledge that. You're going to. Everybody doesn't have a choice. You have a choice with other people, not with me. Oh no, you ain't got a choice. You have to acknowledge my success, brother. I make sure everybody does. I make people acknowledge my success. I make them acknowledge reality. You're going to acknowledge reality. Feel that? So next topic. If I'm the blueprint for success, what the hell are you doing? Rejecting an offer from Tyree Sneed? You just rejected an offer from the real Bruce Wayne, who's wealthy as hell and got more equity than the illusion of Donald Trump and anyone in your government. I've made and spent more money than your entire government combined, even their illusion, because they don't make money and they beg for campaign funds just like you. Bro, let me explain to you. You just like Raul in that church group. You just want to feel like you a boss so bad. That's why you like, oh yeah, they call me the big man. Yeah, big bird chested stick. You ain't no man. Sorry, but what? Little worm? I call you little worm. I ain't gonna call you no big man. You're not a big dude, homie. So you got things twisted, little homie. You want to sit there and talk, they don't have the resources. You think people owe you something. You entitled. Deming, New Mexico don't owe you nothing. I can see why they don't like you. They don't owe you nothing, brother. Nobody owes you nothing in life. You were supposed to go get it yourself. You understand? If you struggling like that, what's your excuse, bro? Go get a job. This homeboy just said he fed the homeless. He got stranded in Deming, New Mexico, little homie. And then he begged his way to get back and said, man, I hope God provides. I hope God figures it out quick. And God bails you out because God is good. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. No, nothing. Everybody deserves God's love and compassion. Everybody. What's wrong about it is that you just went and claimed you fed other people and the homeless when clearly you need money. That don't make no sense. So don't tell me whatever when you losing your mind clearly and you don't understand 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. There's no time in my life that I would say I'm feeding the homeless, but I don't have gas now to get back to where I live. That don't make no sense. If you don't get that, no wonder you sitting there talking crazy. He like a ferret. He just running his mouth. Ain't talking about none, just rolling around. Boy, you hilarious, man, with all that spunk and attitude, bro. You what? Where's all that spunk then? How come you ain't got a martial arts school, bro? Because I'm gonna tell you what, I teach martial arts for a living, brother, and I get paid for it. Through this. I'm already running my own martial arts school. Actually, let's get realistic. Yes, I am. And I get paid. I get paid to do martial arts and run my own school. I get paid to be a public speaker. I get paid to be Batman. I get paid to film videos. I get paid to expose you. I get paid to even talk. I get paid to do anything on a mic. I get paid to rap. I get paid to sing, but not you. But you gonna tell me something now? Oh, now you corporate CEO, huh? Because you got yourself a little camper. Boy, you hilarious, man. Like real talk, bro. Like, bro, the only thing you got on me, like, I'm not even gonna go. It's you hilarious, bro. You know what I mean? You talking about pettiness, man. You sound like all of them, bro. All y'all sound the same, man. And I'm telling you, they really stay on this immature behavior and act like it makes sense. Folks can't even be grown. These are all grown adults, and then you wonder why we can't come together and build nothing. You wonder why his people and his group and that culture can't succeed in anything. All they known for is drinking and going to prison. And that's all you ever gonna be known for because of this behavior right here. Because you're weak. Why? It's called mental enslavement, brother. You don't know what God is. Religion for you is mind control. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, God is real, but a lot of people hide behind God and they use all that stuff as manipulation for the masses to keep you dumbed down in a vibration of fear. People like you don't know how to find God. That's why you said God doesn't just tell people what to do. I know you jealous. I can hear it in everything you say. If you listen to this show, Charles, you're gonna realize you're gonna say, "Man, that dude really know everything about me. He a genius. He really is talking to God." Yeah. Oh, there's nothing fake over here, little homie. Like I said, I'm immortal, bro. I resurrected. I literally rose from the tomb and moved the tomb and resurrected in front of your eyes. This whole time, I resurrected. I came back from that for real, from the you know what. But you want to doubt God still. Boy, you funny. This dude got an immortal savage in front of him. He talking and communicating with someone who's immortal, who's an immortal vampire, and he think he knows something about life because you elderly. You think you could teach me something, Charles? Really? You know martial arts? What you know? Oh, I know 52 blocks. The hell you do. I got millions of videos on my channel. You don't watch them because you jealous. I got millions of videos on my channel showing and demonstrating 52 blocks. You don't know one move of 52 blocks. There's 13 card positions. I know 2 variations of 52 blocks. Taught it all to myself. Self-taught, self-made. I survived active you know what's on me to learn 52 blocks. I got taught 52 blocks in a shelter in Dallas called The Bridge, one of the roughest environments in this country and world. Worse than prisons. I held my own there for real. That's the story of Batman, right? You ain't living it. I am. I'm the real deal. What? I'm gonna sit there and run name out. Talking about nothing. When you ever been tough? Uh-huh. Charles. I'm gonna blah blah blah. And then gotta put up his glasses. You funny. Like for real talk, you funny. Talking about we was so successful, you sound just like all of them. We was doing so great, you sound like Cyrax. I had a successful career. I was making thousands of dollars when this happened. We never saw it. There's no proof of that. What is he talking about? That never happened. People just lie and lie, and then you wonder why you get your karma. You lie and wonder why God ain't helping you. Stop lying. You did not pay for that land. This is a known fact. You did not pay for the camper. You were given this stuff off charity. You beg for a living. You haven't worked in your entire life. You or Shelly, and you literally said, and we're talking petty and mad at Shelly because you said that she gave away her degree or whatever she gained from her degree for free. So why are you again trying to rub a degree in and say, oh, she got a college degree? Brother, I finished all my basics in college. I can go get a degree anytime I want. You know why I don't? Because it'd be a waste of my time, and I appreciate my time in life. Let me explain something to you, Charles. The goal is to not waste 20 years in a school or 8 years in law school and be miserable and still poor like all these folks in the valley and everywhere on the planet. Ain't no lawyer, ain't no judge rich. None of them. That's newsflash. Get real with yourself. And if you can prove me wrong, cite your sources, come debate me on this platform. You can come on camera, find paperwork, go print paperwork at your public library, and prove to me wrong that judges and lawyers are rich in this country, because they're not. Neither are doctors or dentists. And doctors and dentists have the highest you know what rate in this country because they know what they're doing to people and they're responsible for more you know what's than anyone, just like hospitals are. You know that more people you know what in hospitals than anywhere, you have a better chance anywhere of survival than going to a hospital. You better get real with yourself, brother, before you tell a grown man. See, you forgetting, you think I'm the old Tyree. This is a whole new version. This is the man that God made me. I'm immortal, brother. You're not listening. I'm not playing. You talking to an immortal vampire. You a human. Stay in your place. But you big, right? I love it, man. He think he Big Clifford. That's him. I'm gonna call him Big Clifford. You Big Clifford, huh? You the big red dog? Can't take care of your dogs, but you the big red dog? You big Clifford? Oh, you big now, homie, huh? Yeah, you real tough, right? Remember, Charles, I did this and talked to people this way all over the country. I really got busy. I'm a real hood legend. I got locked up in Atlanta in Bankhead on the most notorious drug street in all of ATL. What you talking about, little homie? Next to dope houses and dope boys that was literally slanging. I used to run dope boys off corners, little homie. Real talk. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. You know what I came from, but you think you hood? You think you ghetto? You know what I used to do, little homie? Take a guess. You have no idea who I am. You don't know. No, you don't know me from Adam. These folks on YouTube, they be running their mouth. They don't even know if they ever met the old me. Every single one of them would be terrified running because the old me was a lot more reckless. You know what I used to do, bro? Do you have any clue, bro? You understand how long I've been an actual enforcer? When I was younger, I didn't care about nothing. I didn't understand the concept of the system or anything. I was running around crazy, homie. You have no idea what I come from, bro. You have no idea the type of dude you talking to. Like you don't even know the meaning of crazy. And like I said, I'm not mad at you. It ain't nothing like that. I'm not like nothing like that. I'm just speaking from a real place so that you can get the point. I mean, what's it gonna take for homeboy to get the point of who he talking to? Like this is crazy with these people. These people really want to play. Like you can play, but I'm not gonna play with you. You know why? Because I couldn't if I tried. Y'all is below me. Every one of you. Homeboy, I'm just telling you what makes sense, man. If you got something against Logic, bro, I mean, like I said, keep on dealing with that tip caravan, tip camper nonsense, bro. He moving around like a hot air balloon in the desert. That camper gonna tip, and I'm gonna laugh. I'm sorry, that's funny as hell. That thing gonna tip. Watch. It might be windy tonight, Charles. Oh no. He like one of them at them car dealerships, them little things that go and they wave in the wind. Homeboy talking about we gonna have to leave. We gonna have to go to Cali. You can't get to Cali. You have no money. At some point, delusional one, your reality is gonna set in that you can't Jedi mind trick yourself at this situation. Let me explain to you something. You are first round pay-per-view now. I'm going to watch you fail, and I guarantee you will fail. You have no escape, no way out of your situation, and you built your own hell for yourself. And you and Shelly are going to turn on each other. Watch every prediction I'm saying. They're going to turn on each other. They're going to start yelling and whining at each other, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And you know who I feel sorry for? The dogs, because they don't deserve this. They don't need to be overheating. They need to be taken care of. They need to have water and they need to be in the AC. And I hope, honestly, I hope that somebody arrests these individuals. Seriously, I really do. And I hope that somebody grabs the dogs and takes care of them and gives them a good home. How about that? Because this is inexcusable. I love animals. Seriously, I don't do it to be a hero or paint myself. I love animals. And it breaks my heart what you're putting them dogs through. It really does. It's wrong. Something ain't right with you. You ain't got all the dogs barking. And literally, there's something wrong with you upstairs. Hold on. Like anyone should have to live like that because of your see other that's what I hate. Folks like that, other people, everyone around them has to suffer because of their nonsense. This is a grown man. He talking like he ain't grown. Around, oh, Shelly got a degree. Did you just say that nonsense? What was the purpose of that? Shelly got a degree. Well, hell, I got a lot of things too, brother. I got a purple unicorn. I mean, what is that? What does a meaningless degree, a piece of paper mean? I mean, it's like they don't think before they talk. Let me explain to you the thing about degrees for the millionth time. The companies, okay, that you go get the degree to work at, they already put policies in places. You can go look this up, Charles, that say they will not hire college graduates because they're entitled. So having a college degree won't get you anywhere, and in fact, it'll hold you back. Smart one. That's why Shelley has a college degree, you claim, and you're homeless. And you're homeless. You live in a camper. That's not a home. Okay, you live in basically like a fridge. You don't have a home, and you're so silly. You're talking about you're going to leave the camper behind and you're going to take off. I thought the whole concept was just so that you weren't homeless anymore, because clearly that word has bothered you, and I guess people have told you so much that clearly you're like traumatized by it because it's all you talk about. And then he goes out of his way to put the word again. He's got this anger and frustration that comes from himself and his own habits. Nothing I said or did towards him was nothing but nice. See what I'm saying? You can't help people like this. And he quotes the less fortunate. They're not less fortunate. If anything, they're more fortunate. Every one of those people in that shelter in Deming, New Mexico, or not shelter, but outside, all them people, they're more fortunate than me. Seriously, that's the truth. I was given nothing, brother. I had to buy all this. I paid for all my stuff cash. I worked hard since I was 16. I really paid cash for everything I own. Everything. I bought cash off hard work. They're much more fortunate than me. They all had not only options, but opportunities I never had. I can't even work down here at all. They will not hire me. Not because I did anything wrong. No, it's because the way I look and who I am. Because I'm my people and I'm me. And I'm proud to be me. I'm glad I'm not you. That's for sure. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, do you, bro? I mean, you got a weird relationship dynamic with Shelly, like a lot of fools on here. You ain't talking about nothing. I mean, just saying. I mean, who the hell says? I mean, that's what he said. He said the less fortunate again with quotes that they're not less fortunate. How are you like this is the thing, like why is that so important to you? Like I'm just saying, like you really on some kind of stress and some issue that's all your own traumas and your own personal things. These are unresolved childhood trauma, brother. You need like a psychotherapist is what you need. You need counseling. Seriously. That's all you, brother. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't care about that. I don't have them problems. Hold up. Talked about the less fortunate. You know who's less fortunate? People who live in a camper. Who live in a camper every day and beg. And then he tried to justify. He didn't even listen to the whole show. Like I told him, he didn't even listen to the messages because he's slow. And then he tries to justify that they beg every day. Yeah, we asked for money and we spent the money on what we said. No, you didn't. That's a bold-faced lie. You spend the money on eating and barely getting by. What do you mean? You beg for a living. See, I don't do what you do. I make every check on here hard earned and work my you know what off. And then I tell people, can you please contribute? That's not asking, that's not begging. That's shaping it in a nice manner, in a nice way, and saying, hey, it's time for you to do your part and do your job because you owe me money, because this is a business and you're going to pay me. It's just shaping it different with words. I haven't asked anybody for anything in my entire life. You can ask anyone. You can come down here and ask witnesses. I'm not the type of person I'll suffer in silence like I did this whole time. I don't ask nobody for nothing. Ask anyone around here, bro. Anyone you want, bro. I don't ask people for. I'm a country dude. We go out and get it ourselves. Are you serious? Bro, I'm the top provider. You're insane, homie. Like what? So I paid all this stuff. Did I pay it off begging? Like you? I paid all my stuff off hard work, brother. I went to college, brother. I had a 3.34 GPA, right? I finished all my basics. I dropped out as a multimillionaire. When I was 16, I became a millionaire all on my own. This was all new money each time. I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm confused. When I cooked, I made over 11 bands. I made more money than the owners, and the owners were like, you just made more money than us this month. I'm like, thank you. Brother, I'm a financial connoisseur. I'm a genius. It ain't about money, brother. It's about knowledge. See, I always spent my money because I learned through spending money all my knowledge. I trade money for knowledge any day because knowledge will get you where you can talk to God, right? And I'm not even going to say that. Knowledge won't get you where you can talk. God found me. What gets you talking to God is being a righteous man. So let me not say that. That's not right. What I'm saying is knowledge will get you farther in life. Knowledge will get you where you can materialize wealth. God doesn't require knowledge. God requires a good heart. Knowledge is cool, you know what I mean? But God chose me because of my heart, because he knows where my heart is at. So, like I said, brother, I mean, you talking like you a corporate CEO, but you living in a camper that's tipping and you can't even control the camper. I mean, you don't know how to tie it down. You don't know how to weigh it down so that it's not moving. I mean, that's why I offered to help you, because you need help because you can't think for yourself. And I was going to come out there and help you and fix it up. Like if you brought me out there, I would literally change everything you doing. That's what I do for a living, brother. I teach people how to get through these things and build businesses. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, had he taken my advice and had he taken my offer, he would have succeeded. I would have had him with millions of dollars. And you claim that you know mechanics. I know that you have a lot to learn. I would have had somebody train you on job, on site, and you would have been my Lucius for Batman. You would have been a mechanic that would have built bat pods for me. Now you gets nothing, and now you can go ahead and sit in your tipping camper. How about that? Now, how's that for being owned? Now, do you want to run your mouth anymore? See, there's a difference between how people come and how something, hits basically, even words, right? Because when people run their mouth at me, I say, okay, let me teach this individual a lesson the right way that they will never forget. So now are you talking? Are you running your mouth now? Are you going to do another live that nobody watches? Brother, I'm like the only person who watches. Nobody cares. I'm gonna tell you what, when I do a live, people watch. Yeah, they lie about the numbers, brother. I got plenty of people watching me every day, and I get thousands of views on all my shorts. Right now, the algorithm can't catch up because I'm moving too fast. I'm who broke the algorithm. I'm in control of all of this. I'm in control of everything. I'm the architect of reality. So when I tell you you're gonna fail, Charles, it's not a guess. I'm telling you because it's gonna happen. I'm the architect of reality, brother. I control everything. I'm omnipotent. I'm the vessel of God. I'm God in human form. I just would never claim to be God because I'm not. I'm who God is using. But the Holy Spirit is within me. Like I said, you go against me, you go against God. You enjoy it, man, because I'm gonna sure enjoy watching it. That's all I'm saying. This is gonna be funny as hell. He's gonna fail epically. Talk about, yeah, I'll go out to Cali. You don't have any money. What are you talking about? You can't panhandle your way all the way to California, bro. You ain't that close. Like you gonna really have a hard time. I'm gonna go as far as to say that you probably gonna get arrested soon and get locked up, as well as the rest of these folks on YouTube. What did the readings say recently? People had said they gonna be in jail and you gonna be on vacation. Cha-ching, told you. Probably referring to people like this too, and the Red Triangles. They all go into jail and prison. We're gonna be on vacation. I'm gonna be on vacation with Christina, laughing at you, right? Laughing, joking with Christina, bro. The Waffords, they could have been with us and I'm trying to help you. Christina is like, seeing what it is, and that's why she said she has to meet you because we have to judge your character, and she's right. She always is, really. I listen to my baby. I trust Christina. I listen. I believe in my girlfriend. I think she's amazing. I think she's extremely intelligent, and I just believe in her. She's a beautiful person. Hold on. So yeah, Charles, you want to say, "Oh, I don't take IOUs." Can you imagine being this petty? You sound like every other person. That's like my old friend Edwin out here when I took him to an apartment I had paid for off dividends. Dividends. I was living off dividends. I showed him the bank account. It was over $250,000. That fool got up and left my apartment and never talked to me again. He got on the phone, started talking smack. I put him in his place, told him what's up, what's good. Like, you got an issue? He ran away, went back to New York or whatever. And he was just jealous because I had that much money. So he started that role reversal. See, these demonic people, they'll say anything. He started talking about this nonsense, like, "Oh, what did you do for that money? Did you sell your soul?" Like, no, I worked for it. I earn every dime. It's called universal laws of karma. These folks don't even understand the concept that when you're living life and you're working towards a goal, that's working for God. They don't understand it. They think that you have to go work a job to make money, but Batman proved these points wrong. And that's why I'm a role model for society, teaching you to be skeptical of the system, to escape the matrix, not enable it. And all you folks, you're just not ready to be unplugged. You're not ready to be unplugged and escape the matrix. So stay in it. You're not awoke, Charles. None of your people are awoke. You've been in the same position since the beginning of time, right? In modern day slavery, and you're going to stay there. That's why I made my name telling y'all fools reality that you couldn't handle. And quite frankly, I was screaming on all you fools, telling you reality because your group likes to rewrite history and all of reality. And you just did it again. What is that gaining you though, brother? You still got the same problem. No money, broke. You have to beg just to get back out to your little spot that's out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the hot sun, and you struggling. And the minute you run out of water, what are you going to do? I'm telling you right now, that van was shaking. I'm going to tell you something. You need God. You don't have a choice. And God reaches out his hand through me and says, I will pick you up out of everything. Don't say God didn't come to help you, Charles and Shelley, because he did. So how dare you, Shelley? They don't get up, pay attention. Let me show you how hypocritical this lady is. And you went on there on that network, on that social media network, and you said God is against you and hates you and blah blah. That's a lie. You're the problem. God did help you. People listen to me, they'd all be sick. I just have to rebuild money over time. I'm building businesses. It takes time and I'm doing it by myself. That's a lot more respectable than taking handouts or getting inheritance or all the ways you do it. My inheritance was stolen, by the way. Charles, they still have to pay me all that and give me my properties out in Cali. You want to talk about Cali? I got properties out there they owe me. They got to give them to me too. They got to cough them up. You could have been in Cali with me in properties, suited up, booted up, looking good, doing what you want to do, going out, having money. Tried to put y'all on. This is why I don't like this is why I'm always going to help people. I'll never try to justify and change my attitude, but this is why I look at it and I'm like, this is why I should just stay doing things just Christina and I. Because every time you try to be nice and you put your heart out there and you put yourself on the line for someone, they do some kind of backwards, backdoor antic like this. And now you got to live with that, Charles. You see, I'm not in fear of nothing. I could never lose being a good person. But you got to live with this on your conscience. And I'm going to tell you what, I guarantee you one thing, it's going to bother you. You're probably going to have nightmares about it tonight, bro. About how you double crossed me, betrayed me behind my back, started talking smack behind my back. You a Judas. You what Judas was to Jesus. I'm the Messiah, brother. I'm God's real son. We all God's children, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I'm really God's son, brother. Same thing as Jesus Christ. That's my brother. You talking to God's son. You want to talk about God, but you ain't living it, brother. That's what I'm here to tell you. See, I'm not of your planet. This planet is pathetic. You humans make me sick. You want to sit here and you want to talk it, but you won't walk it. You ain't got the heart to be who you want to be. You ain't got the heart to accomplish what I've accomplished. Are you serious, bro? I was a USTA tennis champion at 12 years old. Prodigy. Went from ZAT tournaments, played the second one, won the whole thing, won the entire champ tournament in Corpus, beat John Haley in the finals, became a super champ, all back to back to back. That's impossible. Nobody ever did that in the history of time and man. I became a super champ like that. Boom. Played one national tournament in Oklahoma, almost won that whole thing. They had camera crews following the Stevens brothers or whatever right next to me. And I knew I could defeat both of them. I knew it was better than all of them. Boy, you better quit playing with me. Fielded batting practice with Barry Larkin. They tried to recruit me to play at Westminster College in Florida at 12 years old. Told my parents as soon as he's of age, we want him to come play college ball for us, baseball. Shaking Barry Larkin's hand, talking to him like he my homie. Barry Larkin was my homie. We was talking right there, fielding batting practice. I'm a shortstop. I'm the prodigy that they trying to recruit. And you just told that guy, oh, I don't think we need a partner. I'm better than Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. I am better than all you folks at anything I've ever done. I am the top dog in this world. And you want to tell that guy, and they all will talk to me like I'm doing so bad, like I'm always struggling. That's what I'm saying. The world is in denial of reality. I'm not struggling. I'm wealthy as hell. I struggle to get by because of the way this company does things. That's not a reflection of me because this is my job right now. This is what I work to do, and I'm the CEO of my own companies. I don't work for no one. This is just how I make my dough, and I'm proud of it. I don't have a boss. Everything I'm telling you is a fact. So what are you talking about, bro? No, that's not reality. Reality is I just am an amazing person, and I do so much for everyone. So I struggle, right, because of that. I struggle because I've helped everybody. You're just struggling by choice. You ain't helped nobody. Oh wow, you fed them breakfast. Why do you keep calling them less fortunate? You think they want to hear that? Let me tell you something, brother. If you ever brought them homeless folks, if you brought them out there to that middle of that ranch land, because it's not a ranch, it's just the middle of nowhere. If you brought them out there, I can't wait to see how that go. Especially when they run out of water and you got the only water in that camper. He got no common sense. You know what they gonna do, bro. You know what they gonna do. They have to have water. You have the water. You're in the camper, and they're homeless and got nothing to lose, and they're out there thirsty as hell. What do you think they're gonna do? People, folks, common sense. Water ain't a want; it's a need. People will do anything when they're thirsty. And this dude act like he think he like Superman or something, bro. Like, that's the thing. You had me going for a while. You really had me going. You had me fooled, Charles. You had me thinking you was a little superhero because you talk so much. You sure talk above your head, but you ain't nobody. You ain't tough. Boy, you hilarious. I just can't wait to see this, bro. Like I'm tuning into every little thing, bro. I've never seen someone with this little self-awareness, bro. You is funny. You know what I mean? Why don't you say the truth how you got ran off YouTube? Real talk. Why don't you say the truth how you back down in everything? What do you mean? What? Come on, bro. You acting like talking about I really want to do this. I don't want to let people down. Let people down with what? You're letting yourself down. You already let everybody down. You worried about other people when you should be worried about your wife. Worry about your dogs. Worry about yourself. Boy, you is crazy. I ain't never seen nobody like this ever. Like I have. I've seen a lot of delusional folks. The delusion is strong with this one. See, they all got some chip on their shoulder towards me. It's called jealousy. That's a badge of honor. That's why I don't let it bother me. But I'm just not gonna let nobody run their mouth at me. See, that's the difference. People don't come up to me and talk no way. They talk with respect. Because I ain't the one. Believe that. So like I said, end of the day, you do what you do, brother. But I already gave you my predictions. I already know what's gonna happen anyway. I already know what it is. And like I said, I highly doubt that you can figure out how to get out of there in the first place because you're going to have to beg like you've never begged before, right? And all you do is beg. And you're going to beg your way to Cali, boy, that's going to be difficult. You're going to have a hard time with that. With all them dogs. See what I'm saying? That's why we get smart, brother, and we don't buy expenditures. We don't buy other things, and we for sure don't put people and animals or anyone through anything because we can't take care of ourselves. That's why normal folks know I better have the money if I'm going to have kids, if I'm going to take care of animals. Like you have to have the money and be good first. You want to feed the homeless, brother? You are homeless. Feed yourself. One, easy. Drops mic. Anything else? Is there anything else slick you want to say? That boy said, who got a college degree? Like that's an accomplishment. Brother, do you understand? This is the thing, too. That's another thing, too. I've heard, he's not the only person I've heard talk like that. I have heard people bring that up. Even recently, I've heard people talk about, like, yeah, MIT, and I'm trying to get into Harvard. And for what? Y'all are ignorant. You still believe that going to college, you think people are trying to talk to me because they're trying to fit in with me and be down. They think that they're relating to me if they talk about colleges. All them colleges are run by Masons. Harvard is a Masonic lodge, basically. I don't want nothing to do with Harvard. Harvard doesn't impress me. Do you understand that I'm literally a genius? I'm smarter than anyone who ever graduated from Harvard. And it's actually proven by how much money I've made and spent and what I've accomplished and my inventions and what I've built. I'm an inventor. I'm an entrepreneur. What are you talking about? I don't get what you're saying. I'm the real Batman. Like I do the real thing for a living. And that's what I notice with people like him. That's why they try to ignore what's right in front of them, but yet they have to watch. It's eating him up. He cannot handle the fact he's a narc, like all of them. He's a narcissist, and he didn't like that. I called him out on his behavior. So he tried to play coy and play fake calm and act like he's calm and collected, like he had it together when I'm really underneath his skin already, and he was mad bothered by the truth that I said. Yeah, you can't hold it together, brother. Oh, I know you're jealous of me, little hum. Stay jealous. Stay jelly. Because I don't live in a camper. I ain't struggling like you. I got problems. I struggle, but not like you. It's a lot different than you. You know what I mean? Good luck, brother. You're going to need it. That's all I know. All right. Now let me get off here so I can check again and see this dude trying to climb out of the own hole he built for himself. And he has no way out, bro. This is hilarious, son. I ain't never seen somebody this crazy, bro. Like, you crazy, Charles. You a trip. He a real trip, bro. He think he gonna get out of his situation that he put himself in, and there's no way out. God, there's a way out with God, but God just reached his hand out, and you just, batted his hand and said, nah, and you rejected God. Boy, stop it. Good luck. Good luck. You gonna need it, brother. Real talk. You just rejected God and God's offer. See, that was God speaking through me. You ain't getting it. It ain't my offer. It's God's offer. God just tried to reach out to you through me, bro, and put you on, and I'm spelling it out for you, and and you still can't wake up and swallow your little fake pride that you didn't earn and get over your fake ego, which is a manifestation. Want to know how you become limitless like me, Charles, so you're not struggling like you every day? Let go of your ego. Oh, bro. You really got Shelly talking like that? I'm not selling my property. You don't own a property. You're on you're on a piece of land that was given to you because you're a charity case. That's a fact. Produced is financial receipts for purchasing that property. And even if you did, you begged for that money. You have not worked and ever. You all have never known a hard day's work. You've never worked a job. A college degree. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. What did you do? Get that while you were homeless? Right. Because you want to deal with the establishment. You want to go the societal route, but then you want to preach a message that you literally stole from me, and you're just spewing out words talking about fake stuff and trying to copy a rhetoric, but you're not living it and don't understand it. You talking about being sovereign. All that stuff is what Batman is. I'm already sovereign, homie. Easy. If this was a rap battle, it'd be like 1,000,000-0 right now. The crowd would be roaring, going crazy. Sorry, but what? A college degree. Companies, if you have a college degree, they're not going to hire you because you have it. But yeah, you real smart. You know something Tyree don't, right? Right? But I run the streets. I own properties. I own a lot more land than you, way more. You don't have a property. Come out, you just being on a little tiny little part of land. You don't own no acres out there, bro. That surrounding land is technically government property. That's not your land. What are you talking about? See, that's the thing. They start lying and overcompensating. Like anytime they think overcompensating means they're strong. It's ignorance. They have the game backwards. I'm not selling my property. Then you slow because you would have been put on, you would have been taken care of. Y'all would have had jobs at the food truck that we've been. We're gonna have everything, bro. Christina about to put me on. You know how I know? Because God told me in every single tarot reading that come out in a day that God ain't reminded me and sent me a download and a direct message and spoke to me and said, "You're going to be so rich." That's what he told me word for word. He said, "You're going to have so much money and everything. You're going to have so much that you'll forget that you ever suffered." Now, mark my words, Charles, and watch it happen. Why? Because God is real. There's nothing I could do or say that would take that blessing away because God loves me. Because my heart is pure. Because I'm me. You ain't getting it, bro. Every minute with me is based off faith. Do what to do every step of the way, brother. He's who trained me and why I just broke 15 world records in about a month. A few months, maybe. But you want to tell me God don't talk to people? You want to bet? What? See, they jealous. They rejecting God. That's why they do them sick behaviors to themselves. That's why you have that problem. See, it all stems down to God. So, like I said, you want to feed them, you want to coddle them just for a reason, bro. They homeless because they got addictive behaviors and they rejected God. That's why I'm telling you, folks will be a walking contradiction. You know something about life? If you go down the street, all them people that are out there and they stuck out there and they got nowhere to go and they in the worst dilapidated circumstances ever, folks on YouTube be the first one to talk down on me and say, he ain't nothing. Don't want to recognize anything about me. Okay, they did the same thing to Jesus Christ. You think they haven't done the same thing towards God? I'm not here for them to accept me or validate me. I don't need your validation. God loved me. God validated me. I'm here to be an example of something you'll never forget. I'm here to be deniable. I'm here to be something that's a lesson learned. I'm doing my job. How about you go get one, Charles, working at Carl's Jr.? Because that's really what you need. You look like a Carl's Jr. type guy. And little like cardboard, look like little cardboard hats. Any one of your little hats, you'd be the clerk at Carl's Jr. Like, welcome to Good Burger, home to Good Burger. May I take your order? My name's Charles Whopper. That's you. You ain't no boss. You ain't no hustling. You ain't gangsta, and your quality and choice in women is very suspect. Don't start talking crazy to me, okay, little partner, okay, little homie, just because you feeling yourself all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. That was his exact. They take the words right out of your mouth. He said, "I don't know where that came from." So you didn't hear your own voice. You don't hear your own vocal cords when you said just the last show, "Damning New Mexico out of spite towards me because you're that jealous." When you could sign the property over to me. So I'm gonna tell you one last time, brother. You know what I mean? If you're smart, that's what you would do. You would sign the property over to me. Yes, completely free, right? And that way I can build your have that business. Because right now you have an LLC that you tried to build this, you failed because you gave up because you're weak. You and Shelly gave up. That college degree really helped you there, right? You kind of dropped the ball and you gave up and you've got a business and an LLC with a logo that shows a desert, and now you're not going to be able to be there. You're going to lose the camper like you lost 2 vans. So how are you talking if you don't have any money and you beg for a living? That's crazy. That's hysterical, bro. That's lunacy. See what I'm saying? You walk in contradiction, brother. Every statement you said, you're contradicting yourself. I don't know where that came from. He can't hear himself when he talks. What? You gonna try to delete? These are grown adults, bro. I have so much fun with folks like them, bro. That's the thing. Like when I'm in them shelters, bro, I be laughing at individuals because I play along. Like I'll act like I'm like them. But I know in my mind that I'm a genius. I know in my mind that I'm rich world and make it, and I've survived manually. I've been there. I've panhandled my way through whole states. I've done it all, brother. You don't know about survival the way I do. You're not surviving. You're literally failing at doing so. You're literally not able to get what you need every night in the middle of the desert, having no AC. Talking about that generator was a gift. Listen how petty they sound. Talking about a small little generator that cost $5, bro. Generator was given to me. I don't want to sell my property. We don't need a partner. Bro, are you okay over there? Are y'all using it yet? Sound like a knight in shining armor. Are you riding the white horse? What the hell's wrong with this boy? He's downright plumb crazy, Billy. That boy. They funny. You like TJ. TJ thought he was doing something, repeating troll rhetoric. I called homeboy up, told him what it was. Said, well, why are you talking? I'm not going nowhere. Yeah, no, you still got to deal with me. Yeah, you was really running your mouth, bro. That's what you do, right? I'm like, Devo, you run your mouth when I leave. You wasn't running your mouth when I was in front of you. You didn't run your mouth when I worked over there. None of you. Why don't you tell the truth about that? You're still talking to me? You're still here? Yeah, Batman's immortal, dude. You got to deal with this problem. I ain't going nowhere. You feel me? Real talk. And if I did, I mean, I'm going to win either way. My job is haunting the living, brother. That's all I do. I already did that. I already been there, done that. I already went through that. That ain't nothing to me, brother. I got no fear. Trust me. Yeah, you got a real one now on your hands. You're dealing with a real one. Yeah, he wasn't too happy about that. He was nervous as hell. You could hear, oh. Imagine how nervous y'all gonna be when I get to Austin and when I got millions of dollars. Just picture it, man. I'm gonna be in Austin with millions of dollars. Can you picture how that gonna go? What do you think's gonna happen, little homie? I remember everything. I know everything y'all did. You think this is a game? Homeboy, I done told you what it is, bro. Keep on playing, acting. Bro, I'm gonna have millions of dollars, bro. I'm gonna be in the street with bat pods, motorcycles, Batmobiles, rolling up on 6th Street as Batman with completely bulletproof suits, getting busy in the street. Yeah, I'll be literally chilling, hanging out under bridges. I'll be near the arch. Austin and be Batman and running around roofs and flying and having a tumbler, and he's flying over rooftops. That's what I'm going to be doing, brother. You're not listening, are you? I've transcended all of reality. I'm looking down at the world with God already. I already did all that. I already went through all that stuff y'all are afraid of. I did it. God took me through it. Listen, bro. God resurrected me. God brought me back and still made me this new living being that He created, this immortal vampire. You're not listening too well. See, you all want to talk about, oh, I want a job in the world. Oh, the same thing. I want to chase success. Success was a man-made concept taught to you from a bunch of simpletons. You better get smart and wake up. Now, see, with Batman, the whole world is my playground. I ride tumblers. I'm doing bat pods. I'm building spaceships. How are we the same? That's why when folks come up and talk to, oh, Batman, why are you even talking to me like that? Just talk to me as a human being, brother. I'm not no celebrity. I'm not none of that, bro. I'm just me, man. Come on, bro. I don't get paid like that for y'all to be acting like that, man. That's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to even react to it. Like, I'm glad you look up to me, to the little homies. Like, I legitly am, man. I'm glad that I'm a role model to you, but it's weird for me. I just don't get it. I get that part. I don't know. It's confusing me. I'm just like you, bro. We come from the same street corners, you know what I'm saying? We really don't, because I came from the real hood before they cleaned it all up, but we come from struggle. We come from reality. We come from, we play basketball, we sweat, like 50 said. He said they love me. Because when I play ball, when I play basketball, I sweat like them, I smell like them. That's the truth. Like, we come kind of from the same stuff. I mean, my situation, my coming up was rough, tough. I came apart. It was way different than all y'all. Y'all really didn't come up like me, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to be nice. Like, hold on. I mean, just talk to me as a human being. People want to act and all this acting and then not knowing the situation and what you're walking into. Like, I don't owe y'all nothing. They act like I own something. Like, I say what I want on my channel, bro. Y'all ain't gotta listen to me. I'm not here to have issues, bro. I'm 36 years about who like me and who don't. That's the whole thing. I'm not gonna argue with you. If somebody was upset with me, I'd be like, that's fine. I respect it. No problem, brother. I'm gonna walk away. Why? I'm not mad, and I have my freedom to care about. This is why I do this for a career, because I'm always going to be in the right, good position where I'm in the right and I'm doing the right thing. Because the number one thing that matters in this world is your freedom. You got fools like the Woffers and Charles that have their freedom but don't know how to cherish it and appreciate it and aren't free. How do you know you're not going to get arrested for panhandling at some point, brother? That's the crazy thing to me. You clearly don't love your wife, because anyone who panhandles every day and doesn't know how to build and save an ounce of income, like, that's the thing. Like, you're proving yourself that you're lying. You're talking about we invested. If you invested, then you wouldn't be begging every day, because you would beg at least and panhandle, get the money, and then it would be invested into a bank account. And it looks like you don't even have a bank account. So they're trying to tell a guy who's has made and spent more money than anyone who's ever walked this planet, literally. And I'm barely getting started. And God's about to give me like boatloads of money, like way more than I've ever had. He already told me. And you want to talk to me about money? Something that I snap my fingers and get. I ask God for, He gives me. I manifest it, He gives me. Do you know this entire time God has told me every step of the way? He said, I can send you money anytime. When folks donate to me, the way I feel is it's always God doing it. The timing of the donations has been every time when I really need it, when it's time to go, God uses someone and He gets to them and he says, here you go. That's the way that I got this far. Is what it is, man. Let the little homie learn for himself. Let him learn the hard way, bro. Y'all keep on doing what you do. Like, I think y'all are hilarious. I think TJ is hilarious. See, this time around, you weren't talking all that crazy stuff. You weren't talking smack. You were very nervous and scared, right? Because the truth's out. Because now you know what it is, right? And didn't want to see me succeed. How you think I feel about you? And I'm gonna tell you what, but I've already forgiven you. It ain't even like that. I'm not holding on to a grudge. I'm not even mad at you. I just think it's funny. Seriously, I think it's funny. In fact, I was talking to you on some positive stuff because I I put the video out that said I'm proud to be an American, and I thought of you. That's the truth. I don't have nothing against you, man. I just don't understand you at all. I don't understand people who don't make any sense. I mean, that's the thing. You sitting there playing like I've done something wrong, brother. You did everything wrong to me. You look like Judas out here. I ain't never done anything. The guy who was always there for you, just like the penguin did, and you had a real friend and a real friendship, and you threw that friendship away for what? For the devil? That's what you did. For what? Did they pay you a little money so you could struggle and get by? Like I said, same thing with TJ. He could have been put on. He could have had all the money in the world. See, God will bless you forever. All that the Watfords have to do, or had to do, because the opportunity's pretty much gone now. It's gone. It's off the table. See, I was giving you an opportunity. You can't give me nothing because you don't have nothing. You're poor. You're broke, right? Because you're poor in spirit, right? Rich is a state of mind. Rich in spirit, and you got God. What you got is always going to provide for you. And you keep asking God to provide for you, so you're contradicting yourself. And I hope that God does. I hope that God keeps providing for you, and He probably will, because God is compassionate and has love in His heart. But He's going to be pissed. I'll tell you that. He ain't going to like this. God is my other father, like my dad, and my dad's watching me, and he communicate with me too. Like he's gonna be pissed about this one. He ain't gonna like how you talk to God's son, how you try to bring up, Shelly, you got a college degree. That's fine, and I got 8 purple unicorns that fly around. So what? What? And I'm the prince of Saudi Arabia. I mean, what do you mean? And I'm a walking, talking eggplant. I mean, what? What do you mean Shelley has got a degree? Shelley has been homeless for the last 60 years. She got a college degree in that time? That's supposed to be impressive? You sound like the people like that take those courses that they give you in the shelters and then think you're someone, like to go work and be a maid in a hotel. They were doing that with us in Dallas. I laugh at y'all. I laugh at your system. I laugh at all. I laugh at people who think that Mike Tyson is such a great boxer. I laugh at the paradigms in this society because none of them exist. This entire society, they've all run their mouth. Do you see Conor McGregor signing the waiver and hopping in a ring with me? No, because they're all scared of me. Do you see Mike Tyson challenging me? No, because he knows what's good and what'll happen. Do you see Roy Jones Jr. signing the waiver and hopping in a ring? No. Do you see anyone from Street Beefs challenging me and hopping in a ring? No. Y'all want to be in control of everything. That's why you talk about the little fake leagues. They stole my concept, bit off me, and what I built. Anyone from Street Beefs, you can come over here, you can sign the waiver. I'm telling you right now, you will lose. I guarantee victory. Anyone. The entire Street Beefs can't hold a candle to me. Anyone. Any of you. It won't even be close. I mean that. Y'all think that being big means something. You think it's about size. It's about speed and strength. That's it. And none of you are coming close. Okay? I'm just being honest. I mean, I'll embarrass y'all. Y'all will get embarrassed out here, son. And we do our thing in parks. We don't even use boxing rings. That's how ghetto and hood we are with it. That's how sick I am with it. I'm telling you right now, these hands are unmatchable. But you got, hold up. Just insects. You got Charles Walker still sticking his bird chest out, talking like he's somebody. That's crazy. Talking about he got hands and he can do what? Boy, you need to quit running your mouth and quit talking and just sign the waiver and come down here. Like real talk. Like, I mean, do you need reality proven to you? Do you really like you really don't know? Come on, bro. You know, act like you know, bro. Come on, son. What? Bro, you don't know nothing about martial arts at all. Like, see, that's the thing. All these concepts are things these people can prove, but you never see them prove it or put their money where their mouth is. Have you noticed that? None of them. All they do is hide and run their mouth. They all stay a million miles away from me and run their mouth. like it's this hard, right? Like it's so difficult to just sign a waiver, to pull up, sign a waiver, and hop in a ring or go to a park. What? And learn a lesson and find out reality and the truth that you can't come close to Tyree Sneed. And I'm the top martial arts expert in the world of any time. Chuck Norris is a mouse. Literally. You know how weak Chuck Norris is compared to me? This is facts. If y'all thought Bruce Lee was something, Bruce Lee was all right and he was impressive to some degree, but he was more of an actor. He wasn't the real thing. It's the truth. He was an actor the entire time. He was just acting. Yeah, he had cool movements. He made it look cool. Knew what he was doing to a degree, but he ain't no Tyree Sneed. I'm telling you, I'm a lot stronger than him. I'm a lot quicker. He would have had a hard time with me. Real hard time. You know, his speed was impressive. He was definitely impressive. But for you to think that that would work with someone like me, that's insane. That's crazy. Why do you think I'm Batman? Batman isn't someone who's settled. Batman is somebody who says, I'm the best martial arts and the best ninja on the planet, and he puts it to the test against everybody and everything, including mutants. That's what I am, and I'm the real thing. And all the stories and legends are about me. I'm the prophecy. So what do you mean? I mean, brother, if you think that you can step to Batman when I'm 1-0 in the street, meaning I have all the clout, and y'all talk about fake boxing leagues like that means I own my own league. I'm 10-0 in it. See, that's the thing. Y'all get mad every time I get another victory. I mean, nobody will step up. That means I got the victory already. What do you mean? I can't get anyone to sign the waiver or step in a ring or go to a park because everybody knows what's good. I don't even have to do anything because folks are afraid. That's when you know you won. All right. On that note, I'm gonna get going, man. It's a waste of my time, bro. Charles, enjoy your tipping over caravan and camper. Oh my goodness, you such a big dog, bro. You so rich, man. Well, you don't know nothing about life. All right. I'm gonna watch you fail. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute.